Alright, what's going on everybody? It's Nico, bringing you another post-commentary game. This time with Anhur in the duo lane, with Trent as Sun Wukong. We actually do really well this game, if I don't say so myself, as Anhur and Wukong. Trent still likes Wukong's support a lot. He's been watching Incon from Team Complexity, or I'm pretty sure it's just Complexity Gaming, his YouTube videos to learn how to support better. And when Incon goes Warrior supports, he still buys Death's Toll and either Midas Boots or Warrior Tabi, depending on how far ahead he is. Pretty sure Trent goes into the Midas Boots. But I like it, and Trent seems to like it as well because he plays well when he plays aggressive. And since I picked Anhur, we can afford to play aggressive. If there's any ADC slash Hunter slash whatever the hell you want to call the ranged carries in Smite that can play aggressively early game, it's Anhur. And I would say, who else is like really good early game? I'm not sure. I know Anhur is probably like the best one for sure because of his passive and how hard Impale hits. So yeah, I would say Anhur paired with a Wukong early game, like a warrior support. Like I said before, all these videos have the audio muted because DX Story is a piece of shit and doesn't detect the right settings. I'm using the Olympian skin because I bought a crap ton of chests and I got this skin, so yay. And yeah, so one of the things about Anhur, if you don't play Anhur, you don't play Hunters, one of the things you got to know is Anhur's probably like one of the highest skill gap Hunters in Smite. The wall pillar stun is extremely hard to set up and to do efficiently and quickly. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Little phlegmy in the throat. Just got done eating lunch. His pillar stone is one of the harder things to do. Like using the 1 and 2 effectively to effectively stun someone is extremely difficult. But he's also one of the hardest hitting. And if you are good with Anhur, it's very, very scary. Good Anhur players are extremely scary. And it's very noticeable as well. I don't count myself as a good Anhur player. I think I am decent at best, but you guys are probably like, what are you talking about? You just destroyed Face or something like that. One of the things I do like about Anhur is that since he doesn't have any auto attack steroid, the Unicorn build is very good on him, just like Neath. And if you don't know what the Unicorn build is, it is Warrior Tabi. Well, actually, I use Zappacorn, not Unicorn. I just remembered because I don't buy Aussie. No, I do buy. Do I buy Aussie? There's something, I've switched out something because I buy Executioner now. But the Unicorn build is Warrior Tabi, Devo Gauntlets, Warrior Tabi, Chain Size, Aussie, Titan's Bane, and what's the last item? Brawler's Beat Stick. Oh, I know what I did. Instead of buying Titan's Bane, I just buy Executioner. Yeah, because I go Warrior, Zap. That could have gone better. If I had hit level 2, we probably could have killed him. I don't know why I didn't, to be honest, because usually when you hand the 3 back minions, you level up. So I was really confused to why I didn't level up there, because we probably would have killed Sylvanas had I had my pillar, because we would have been able to body block him, he would have been slowed, the minions would have been attacking him, it would have been really good. I just don't understand why I didn't level up. Maybe I wasn't in range for one of them or something? Not sure. But yeah. So, like I was saying, the Zappacorn build is Devo's Gauntlets, Boots. Oh, wait, no. Is this Zappacorn? Or, no, it's Exacorn is what it's called. Yeah, because you put in Executioner. It's Devo's Gauntlets, Boots, Chain Size, Executioner, Titan's Bane, not Titan's Bane, Aussie, and Brawler's Beat Stick. So, yeah, I go that. I like it a lot, especially on Anhur. It hurts. Like, his basic attacks hurt really, really hard. Like, hit really, really hard on tanks. Also, that really sucked. I was kind of sad that I missed the fucking stun. Because with Trent's early game damage with Death's Toll and my damage as Anhur, we probably could have killed him. Like, there are a couple of drop kills here, which really sucks. But sometimes that happens. It just standard stuff. For whatever reason, Sylvanas heals these last 3 minions and himself. He's rotating out of lane, which is a little weird, but then we're like, oh, obviously they're going to speed. What do you know? There's like 4 people at speed buff. Because if you're on order side, like, the reason the pro players start speed blue and go to lane on order side is specifically because speed buff is so easy to take when you start chaos side on like to take orders speed buff, especially if you have better communication. So the only reason me and Trent don't do it is because we don't know the jungler and don't want them to get pissed off and be like, why'd you take my speed? It's the better start, to be completely honest. We just don't do it because it's like, I don't want to take it. Like, if I was jungling, I would tell Trent, take my speed, take the blue, go to lane. Just do it. There's no reason not to. Also, I pushed up when I shouldn't have. This is my own fault. I try to do as much as I can, but with everything off cooldown, I just start running towards them and just start attacking, basically just to waste as much time as possible because those minions are dying and they're not getting any golden XP for it. I actually lived a pretty goddamn long time and wasted a lot of time, which I was happy about. It sucks though because now I only have Devil Gauntlet 2 instead of 3. Also, I watched this Thor kind of miss like everything and I'm just like, oh my god. At first, I was like, oh god, he just missed his ult, he missed his stun. I don't know if they're going to get that kill. And then they killed her, and I was like, okay, this Thor is actually pretty damn good. It's just right there. I watched him misplay. Just like you guys watch me misplay all the time. So yeah. Going back to lane, Apollo's doing a split push thing. I don't like Apollo. I think split pushing is a bit dumb, to be completely honest. I don't like... If the reason I don't play Apollo is simply for the fact that I really don't think split pushing is that strong. Because there's multiple times in multiple games that I've played where an Apollo is taking left side towers and will do fire giant. Like, it just... Either he doesn't recognize the fact that it's like, oh, I got the tier 2. We got the fucking fire giant. Oh, well. Like, we came out on top. You may have gotten the tower, but we got the best objective on the map. Like... I don't know. Split pushing doesn't seem to be that great in the live meta. Maybe on PTS it's better because there's the Crusher, which is a fucking crazy item for split pushing, which gives you power, pen, and a passive where as you attack towers, you get movement speed and attack speed. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah. So, doing blue buff, you know, simple stuff. I got killed because I go it. Fucking AFK farm mode instead of paying attention to where the enemies were on the map. I should have known they were going to rotate over and gank me, being that they were all at speed buff, but instead I was just like, oh, I'll be fine. It'll be good. I should go over there. I should try to take my buff. I mean, I should try to farm my lane. Not a good idea at all. So yeah, shouldn't have done that. Misplayed. You know, sometimes it happens. I think Thor was calling for the gank, so I'm just like, all right, let's fuck him up. And we do. And since he gets out of range, I'm like, I'm just going to ult for it. I probably didn't need to because Thor looked like he was actually going to hit his he was either going to hit the hammer or be able to teleport to get over there. But I said screw it and just ulted. Unfortunately, I missed that. But Thor does clean that up because he's actually really good, like I said. But, you know. The only thing I could have done better there as Anhur is instead of just throwing the impale, I should have thrown an auto attack first and then impaled. But I don't know if the auto attack would have hit because Sylvanas threw out one of his little plants, which might have blocked the auto attack. Not sure if it was actually in the area, but it could have. So auto attack canceling there would have gotten more damage off on the Awilix and made impale hit harder. But I don't know if I would have been able to actually pull it off correctly. Right here, I see Scylla kind of like jumping away, like at the tower. Even if you're almost dead, you don't want to jump away because when you jump, you can't turn at all. And by what you can't turn, I mean you can't juke. So if you jump, you are stuck going in a straight line, and it's really not a good idea. So Awilix gets the speed, not surprising. I knew they were going to go over to the Gold Fury because I saw them rotating. So I'm like, okay, let's go over to the Gold Fury. Hey, look, there are people here. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, whenever I play Anhur, I'm like, oh, hey, guess what? I'm just going to rotate to Gold Fury. We're going to take it and then, you know, kill you at the same time. I don't know why this happens when I play Anhur, but I'm always like, oh, yeah, they're at the Gold Fury. Let's go kill them. I have some weird sixth sense when I play Anhur that I know when people are going for Gold Fury and that we can take it and kill them. One of the things me and Trent noticed is that this team, their team fight presence wasn't that great. Later on, you'll see it. Like, they don't win many team fights at all. The only things they really get ahead of us on are objectives, because I think they, like, sneak a couple Gold Furies in where we don't have it warded, which that's just something that Trent needs to work on, is warding the Gold Fury more in the early game. That's one of the things that I feel like Trent has, like, that isn't that great for him as a support player, is that he doesn't ward early game that often with sentries. Instead, he's more prone to buy regular wards and ward the areas of the map where you would find people trying to gank, which is good, but we need sentries on the Gold Fury at about the 8-minute mark, really, because as you can see right there, they were doing the Gold Fury pre-fucking, like, 7 minutes. I think it was at the 6 or 5-minute mark they started it. So you need sentries on the Gold Fury, like, at 5 minutes. I changed my mind about the 8-minute mark. Right there, when I missed that Impale, I was kind of sad, because I was like, man, he stopped moving forward. And here we get into a little bit of a boxing match, except I'm just like, I'm just going to go back. I can go buy boots too and some other stuff. And it's like, oh, hey, look, people are trying to gank me. I'm out. You know, like, there's no reason to. Do I buy anything else? Nope, just bought the boots too. I could have bought beads. Like, I could have bought full beads, which would have been really helpful. I don't know why I didn't do that. Wheelix and Apollo are going to try to steal the blue buff. Thor's going over. We don't want them to steal the blue buff. I think Thor dies, but I come up and clean up a kill, if I'm not mistaken. Or I at least get the blue buff. I don't remember. No, we just scare them out. Okay. That's fine. Unfortunately, Thor died, but, you know, hey, they didn't get the buff, so that's cool. I don't know why they ran away. I guess they're afraid of me. And Trent. I don't know. It was a weird call. I don't understand why they would disengage that easily. So, pushing my lane, doing all that good stuff, because there's nothing else really for me to do. And, yeah. You know, doing hunter stuff, which is just, you know, fucking around. One thing I don't like that a lot of Sylvanas players do, he got the root, and he instantly pulled me. And then I get mesmerized, and then I just jump away. And then I pin him to the wall, and then I kill him, because Thor showed up. Like, Sylvanas should not have thrown the, what's it called out? I can't remember the name of it, but the grab. He should not have grabbed me as soon as he pulled me. There was no point, because I was just going to jump away if he did that. He should have rooted me, let Apollo come in, attack me some, I jumped away, then he grabbed me from predicting where I was landing. That's a lot harder to do, but then you guarantee I'm fucked, basically. So it's just one of the things I notice about Sylvanas players that aren't that great, is that they don't trust themselves, like, to hit the grab or the pull after somebody jumps. Like, that's my only escape. I can't get away from you if I jump away, and then you pull me back, because I don't have, all I have is beads. Like, I wouldn't have been able to get away. So that's a misplay that he could have, you know, done better. That was a bad pillar. That wasn't a bad stun, that's for sure. But the pillar, not so much the greatest thing ever. I should have put the pillar over by Apollo so he couldn't attack the wave at all. He got some good auto attacks in there because he's Apollo. He has an auto attack steroid as his goddamn passive for whatever reason. Thor's coming over, but there's no gank potential here. Apollo backs up every single time after the wave comes because he's smart. Because there's no reason to be pushed up. Like, there's absolutely no reason for you to be pushed up. There really isn't. I don't know why some hunters do it. Because if the support or the jungler are over in your, like, anywhere near your lane, you're gonna get fucking dunked on, like, really hard. The only problem is, in casual queue, people think they're God, and they just run up on you because they think, oh, well, they're not gonna gank my lane. But they're not even paying attention. That's the thing. So it's a good thing that Apollo doesn't have this terrible mindset of, let's stand in front of the enemy tower and just be an idiot. Because there's no point in doing that, especially if you don't have wards around the map and you don't know where the enemies are. Here, Apollo and Sylvanas get really, really greedy, and I'm just like, hey, yeah, guess what? You can't body block Anhur's ultimate. And I kill Apollo. You really, 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 really shouldn't dive that hard. Especially when you know, don't know where all the enemies are. At this time, I tell Thor that Sylvanas was rotating right as well. I thought he was going to rotate right. like, and kill Thor. Instead, he came back mid. It was the weirdest thing ever. But since my lane's pushed and the minions are just killing themselves, and I see that right tower is about to take some damage, I just rotate right, kill the minions, and I see Hell's respawn, and then I just leave. There's no point for me pushing that lane or anything, because she's coming back. She wants that golden XP. She's going to get there in time. I'm about to back, but then I see Thor doing a small camp. I might as well get gold and XP for that. Then he goes to red. I'm going to hit the impale on it, and then just back. Just to tag it and get out of there. So that way I can rotate left or whatever. But then I see Scylla getting jumped on, because our Scylla keeps getting, like, straight Dunkarino'd. So that was a really bad impale throw by me, unfortunately. But yeah, unfortunately Scylla gets dunked on, and I have to rotate mid instead of backing. Apollo's doing split push shit, which, whatever, it's not good. I don't know why people keep doing it. They usually don't get anything out of it. Thor and Hell dive the fuck out of that Awilix. Like, they go way too deep. I jump over the wall, see the speed's there. I'm sad. But, thankfully, not these stuns. We did get the kill. Thankfully, the speed respawned literally right after that. And I tell Trent, get the speed. We got to get the speed. This is too important not to get. So, we do. We give it to Thor because he's in the area. Because I'm just like, screw it. Blue's not there. And then I just back. Because it's like, okay, Apollo took my tower. But we got 2 kills. Their speed buff. And I get level 2. I get Balance Blade and full beads. Though I jumped out of the well way too early because my mana wasn't regened. They might get a Gold Fury off of that since there were so many of us in right lane. I even say defend the Gold Fury here, thinking they probably are going to go for it because there were so many people rotated right. I think we go over, see them doing it, and we're not able to contest it. They get it for free. Yep. All right. They get it for free. Not that big a deal. I mean, it is a big a deal because it's keeping the game way closer than it needs to be. Right here, I'm really confused because she's about to jump, and I predict her to jump, so I jump over the wall to counter that, and she didn't. So I was like, she didn't jump. Like, I was really, really confused. Also, right here, as you can tell, I start lagging because I'm not hitting, like, any of the autos that I really feel like I should be hitting, and it sucked. But Trent's decoy is the hero of the universe and kills Sylvanas. Fucking Sun Wukong decoy doing work. After that, I just go back to duo lane. It's all good stuff. You know, good stuff's happening. Nothing bad. We're killing people. We're winning team fights. We're doing well. It would have been better had we not let them get that Gold Fury. The lead would, like, we would effectively have the lead. It wouldn't be as close as it was, but shit happens. Like, too many people were rotated right, and the enemy made the right call and went for Gold Fury. If at any point in any time you or you're like, if the enemy rotates 4 people right and you have 3 left, kill the Gold Fury. Just outright go for Gold Fury. There's too many people on the wrong side of the map, because especially pre 25 minutes, they're most likely not going to have the DPS to kill the Fire Giant. Whatever they're doing over there is not good. Like, it's not going to be good enough. Kill the Gold Fury if there are 3 or more people in right lane. If you're on, like, if you have everybody on right lane, you better have someone at least try to contest and make sure they're not going to go for Gold Fury on left or on Gold Fury side. I'm saying right and left because I'm on the order side of the map, but you understand. If you're on order and you have enemies, if you have 3 or more enemies on Fire Giant side, go for Gold Fury. If also, I'm really surprised that Wheelix didn't pull me. I guess her ult was down. If you're on order side and your teammates have 3 or more people on that side, at least try to contest the Gold Fury attempt on Gold Fury side. I'm just sitting here trying to keep a Wheelix and Apollo out. Here I call out that Apollo is ulting in because he is. And I'm pretty sure I just start ulting through the wall to see if I can clean up anything. I kind of fucked up, but thankfully someone else killed, what's her face? A Wheelix. And here, I feel like Apollo makes the wrong call. He goes after me. He could have killed me, and then he completely turns around and starts going after Thor. our Thor shouldn't have gone back in because he was really low. Hubwa did die. I'm not sure if Trent or the Thor killed him in Trent's Sun Wukong, but I feel like Apollo should have stuck to me. I don't know. I just feel really weird about the Apollo always like trying to go for me and then just fucking like being like whatever and going after Thor. I feel like if he had gone on me, since I had no mana and I didn't have a way to push him off of myself, he could have killed me and then potentially killed Thor as well, because Thor was really low and had no mana as well. I don't know. Maybe I'm completely off base, but I feel like that would have been the better call. Apollo, like I said, doing a split push thing, doesn't fucking matter. Split pushing sucks, in my opinion. There's no reason for it. Most people that do it honestly don't know how to do it well. It seems like, because they just think they can do, like, I don't know. It just feels like they don't know what they're actually doing when they split push. Apollo mezzes me, I beads, just start ulting, slow him, kill him. Because Thor is a boss, I'm a boss, we're all bosses. So it's just Apollo's getting greedy and pushing way too far, even for Apollo, and especially without his ultimate. We're all stuck on the Thor wall, which is kind of funny. I don't go in. Also, I don't know how Thor got his beads off while he was knocked up, because you can't... Oh, no, you can beads when you're knocked up. It just usually doesn't do anything, but since a Wheelix's pull doesn't take into effect until after you... what's it called? Like, she actually pulls you. You can beads it. I keep forgetting that. A Wheelix's pull is not the same as a knock-up. It's a pull. So you can beads the pull after being knocked up. Nothing else going on. We killed them, run away. Like I said, their team fight is not that great, but they do keep securing Gold Furies, unfortunately. That is my mom's dog. She's crying because my mom just got home. Let's see. By Chin Size, by Lightblade. And here I start talking to Trent. I'm like, they have Hell Sylvanas. Maybe I should go Brawlers sooner. Like, not finish this Lightblade and go straight into Brawler's Beatstick. I talked to him about it, and he's like, yeah, you should go into Brawlers. I'm like, okay, I will. Because we don't have a lot of anti-heal. Trent got Heavenly Agility instead of Creeping Curse. He's going to go into Pestilence. Having Brawler's Beatstick and Pestilence is pretty good. It's not as great as having a Creeping Curse, but it is better than no anti-heal at all. They're all missing from the map. They're doing the Gold Fury. Unfortunately, I went for blue buff. Thor went for speed buff. Nobody's contesting them. They get a Gold Fury again. Unfortunately. I think I even think of going over there to look, but it's gone. No, we're going mid. No? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did it, though. I can't remember every single thing that happened, even though I played this game last night as of recording this, but I can't remember every little thing I did and all that stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, they just did it. Yeah, I called. I knew that was what they were doing when we couldn't see them on the map. Just makes sense. If, like, you have the opportunity and you know the Gold Fury isn't warded, just go for it every single time. Scylla whiffing a big ultimate there. I'm kind of just killing the Sylvanas because they can't go for any objectives after he dies. This is like the only team fight they win, and it's because we kind of were disjointed and separated when it started, and our Scylla keeps dying before she can get her huge amount of burst off with her I'm a Monster, or she dies while she misses. Like, after she misses I'm a Monster. She's not waiting for CC to set it up, unfortunately. Excuse me. Here they're trying to force, like, a push onto the mid tower, but they're not pushing effectively, like, not together. This Hell comes in like she's somebody. Thankfully, you know, she doesn't do much. Apollo dives in. I miss an Impale, which would have fucking murdered him if I had stunned them against the wall, because the tower would have been on him. Thor would have been able to attack him. Hell would have been able to attack him. He would have died. I just fucked up. So that's my fault. We could have got a kill there. They keep trying to push it. They're not getting anywhere. By this point, all of our teammates have respawned, and we body block the shit out of that Apollo and kill him. I jump in because no, not the Apollo, the Awelix. I jump in because I'm like, I've had enough of this bullshit. Let's fight. Hubwa gets stuck, and then I tried to put the a pillar in the right spot to continue to make him just, like, not able to do anything. Trent unfortunately misses well, not misses his stun, but hits a minion. I stun the, what's his face, Sylvanas up against their tower, which, yay, but I'm pretty sure nothing comes of that. I tank the tower because I'm just like, fuck it, let's just get it. I'm not going to die. Apollo's dead. They have no globals. They're not going to get me. Kill the tower, and I don't remember what we do next, but I feel like somebody calls for Fire Giant, I thought, because I feel like we get Fire Giant this game. There's still a couple minutes left, so maybe that happens, or maybe they just surrender. I don't remember. But I see a shit ton of minions. I'm like, I need this gold. I want it. So, kill them. And then clear the lane. I push this lane out because it's too far pushed in. Don't want them to be able to easily get a tier 2 or anything. But is there... Like, now we have a shit ton of wards left side when we should be having wards on right side, because Gold Fury is already dead. Like, there's no point in warding that much left side when it's Fire Giant time. Like at this point, 20 minutes, you want to start warding Fire Giant side really hardcore. So I'm not exactly sure why we have so many wards on the left side. Like, that ward coverage is what we should have seen pre 10 minutes. Like that's how much ward coverage we should have had like 10 minutes into the game, not 20. So we kill Hell. Great. That's a big amount of their heals and sustain in fights. We're going on Sylvanas, and I call attack Fire Giant. We kill Sylvanas, it's Fire Giant. That's their hand 3. They can't stop us from doing it. I even check right as we're about to start it. A tab? Yeah? No? I must know that a Wheelix only has hand 2. But yeah, if you kill their tank and you know they don't have a hand 3 on someone else, go for Fire Giant immediately. We do, we get it, not even contested. Apollo was in the air. I'm not sure where he's trying to land, but I see Scylla, and I'm like, I think he's going to try to kill Scylla. So I'm just like, oh, let's fight him. Unfortunately, I accidentally threw him into our Scylla, but, shit happens. Accidentally, I'm going to say that was an accident. I stopped Hubwa's crushing wave from going onto someone with the pillar, not on purpose at all. It was completely on accident, but I'm glad it happened. Hell was saying she needed stacks. Doesn't matter. Game's over. GG's. Really good game. 10-1, and I think that's a 9 on her. Not bad. Not bad at all. There were some points where I could have definitely improved. Some stuns I should have been able to hit with my Impale, but I missed. I am not the greatest ADC/Hunter player ever, so it's always good to go back, watch these, and say, like, oh, I could have improved here, or I could have done this better, or maybe I should have done this. So it's a good, I like this because I get to point out flaws in my play, and you guys get to hear me analyze it. So this is nice, though it's killing my voice because talking for almost 30 minutes straight is not easy. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did, leave a dislike if you didn't, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.